Good day, fellow agents, and welcome to another build video by your favorite African elite, Mr. Aproko the Gamer. And today, I bring you the Ruthless Patriot build because I was damn ruthless and merciless with this very weapon that you can see. So this is more like a spoiler alert because you all can see the weapon is right there, the ruthless or the merciless, whatever yours is. They both do the same thing. So you can either have the merciless or you can have the ruthless. But before we dive into the build, I want to work through the specialization of the build. So we have the sharpshooter specialization for many reasons that I'm going to read out to you. So we have ammo kit repairs 100%, removes status effect, and increases resistance to bleed poison and burn for 20 seconds. 15% increase weapon stability, reduce recoil, and reacquisition of targets. You get 15% headshot damage increase with rifles and marksman rifles. So 15% increase headshot damage with rifles and marksman rifles allows for precision kills. Okay, that's good. And 50% increase in headshot damage, we've already gotten that. We also get the flashbang grenade that applies bleed to all targets within a large area of effect. That came in handy because I was playing in cover. So every time I throw out the grenade, the enemies get blinded. So they tend to find other way around it, and then you just have a chance to keep shooting at them and killing them. Killing enemies with headshots add 2 to the armor ball, except from signature weapons. You get the tactician scouts, the tactician drone, which unlocks from the sharpshooter specialization, scouts, and marks hostile targets, feeding them to the agent and other allies, the HUD. So this is more like a pause scanner where it can detect where the enemies are and feed you this information in order for you to be able to get a hold of them. It's basically good for snipers, but I didn't go that part on this build. I went with a different skill set. So killing enemies with the headshots add 1 to your group armor bar except from signature weapons. And we have 15% increase in rifle damage. So we're getting 15% increase in rifle damage from this. We're getting, and we're also getting 15% rifle damage. And my secondary weapon was the SMG, so I put in 50% increase in that damage as well. The sharpshooter specialization allows you to unlock the sharpshooter 93 arrow, a sidearm, and it's a 3 burst fire weapon for hectic close encounters. The ID companion for when the situation calls for rapid fire and high mobility. So that's what it is because it comes with perfect unwavering. And all group members that are closer to enemies than you get 10% extra damage. Extra armor gained while in cover. This helped because I was playing in cover the whole time. You get 50% pause resistance. After 20 seconds in cover, you start generating 5 marksman and 5 rifle ammo every 10 seconds. So, and I was playing in cover the whole time. So that's it for the specialization. Like I said, I don't want my videos to get too long, but if you want to see highlights of this build, check me out on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. Aproko the Gamer. That's where I post highlights of my gameplays and highlights of the build where I'm playing with my teammates and all of that. If you want to see me play live, catch me on Twitch, but highlights go to Instagram and TikTok. So that's it for the specialization. You really, really want to use the sharpshooter specialization because it's going to help with this weapon and weapon the build itself. So we're done with that, and I'm just gonna
True.
work with the entire build system. So the specialization allows us to unlock the TAC 50C rifle. Mine is not proficient yet because I don't use the sharpshooter at all. I'm only using it for my hotshot build and this build right now, but then I don't use the sniper rifle itself. So the 50 BMG round is capable of penetrating all but the heaviest of armor targets, hitting multiple weak points in a single shot and creating a decompression shockwave that damages nearby enemies. Reduce damage, reduce damage against named enemies. That's it for the specialization weapon you get. You also get the flashbang grenades, which makes targets blind. I also explained it just now. I used it a lot because once I popped it, the enemies tend to find a way out of the blind or the dust. There you're in good hands to take them all out. For our primary weapon, we went with the Merciless. That's why I call this build the Merciless Patriot, because I'm a good guy fighting for the government, but I'm also like doing a lot of damage to the hostiles. So I'm Merciless Patriot. So for this weapon, the total damage is 157k. The RPM is 400, and we got 39 on the mag. For the core attributes, rifle damage, critical hit damage, and for the attributes, we have damage to target out of cover. I would rather have damage to armor on this attribute because I was playing cover to cover the entire time. And for the mods, we get accuracy and we also get stability. The reload time is 1.9 seconds. Talent, binary trigger. This weapon fires on trigger, pull, and release. If both bullets hit the same enemy, you gain a stack. After 7 stacks, shooting an enemy deals 500% amplified damage and creates a 7-meter explosion, dealing 500% weapon damage, consuming the stacks. So I call this build the Merciless Patriot as double explosive. Merciless Patriot double explosive agent, because we were getting explosives from this weapon and also getting explosives from the True Patriot talent. So that's it for the primary weapon. The secondary weapon went for the code relations because I'm trying to get mine proficient. As you can see there, I have damage to armor, critical hit chance, and SMG damage because I was playing cover to cover all the whole time for the build to work out with the primary weapon. So I'm trying to get mine proficient, and this weapon comes with perfect strained. So I gain 10% critical hit damage for every 0 to 5 seconds that I'm firing. Stacks up to 8 times. For the mods, we have long optic rays, which gives us a rugged mini reflex sight, 5% crit chance, 9 millimeter muscle slot, which gives us crit damage plus 5%. That's a flash hider 9 millimeter. That's it for the secondary and primary weapon. The side ham, we're using the sharpshooter 93 arrow with the talent perfect unwavering. Swapping to this weapon grants you 400% weapon handling for 5 seconds. The kills refresh the buff. Swapping away disables this from all weapons for 5 seconds. So imagine swapping to this weapon, going back to your primary weapon while you're still in cover, getting 45% weapon handling from your chest piece, and also getting 400% weapon handling from this 9 millimeter pistol. Side ham, man, that's a lot of weapon handling there. So, and you get perfect unwavering, which is the very good talent for this build. And now we have 4 pieces of True Patriots, the mask, and the gloves, the knee pads, the holster are all True Patriots. For the backpack, we went with Group Sumbra For the crit damage, for the chest piece, we went with Sheska Viroba for the crit chance. We're getting core attributes, weapon damage, attributes, crit damage, and headshot damage. I'd have loved to have crit chance there, but I'm still farming to make this build complete. Oh, lady. But I wanted to bring it to you because as it is, it's still slapping as it is. So we have crit damage and headshot damage. For the mod, we have crit damage. For the share piece, we went with the Sheska Viroba, which gives us crit chance plus 10%. We put weapon damage, headshot damage, crit chance for the attributes, and the mods are crit chance. Braced, this is the best talent for this weapon. If you're playing with the rifles, you definitely want to have brace on your chest piece because while in cover, you you can't really go hard and muscle hostiles while playing with a rifle. You must play cover to really get to its full potential. But with this chest piece talent, you are in very good hands because the weapon handling is increased by 45%. And for the backpack talent, we have composure, which increases our weapon damage by 50% while we are in cover. For the mods, we have crit damage, we have headshot damage, and crit damage. So if you want more crit damage and crit chance, you can remove headshot damage from these pieces and stick with crit chance or crit damage. For the mask, I went with armor and crit 8 chance with the crit chance mods. For the gloves, we have crit 8 damage and armor on the core attributes. The holster has armor and crit chance, and the knee pads has armor and crit chance. That leaves us at 4 blues and 2 reds, so we're getting 1.5 mil on the armor of the build. And weapon damage is at 157.7k. That's almost 160. So with the backpack talent, we are getting an increase in weapon damage. That's 15% while we're in cover. And on the chest piece, we're getting 45% weapon handling while in cover. So we're staying in cover to get this weapon to be at its full potential so we can get the stacks from the binary trigger, and we can also get the stacks from the True Patriot. So the True Patriot talent, for 2 piece we get 30% as one of the bonus of armor capacity, and for 3 pieces we get magazine size. For 4 piece we unlock the talent red, white, and blue. For every 2 seconds, enemies you shoot receive a stacking debuff of red, white, and blue. When they are red, it amplifies the enemy's damage taken by 8%. When they are on white, shooting the enemy repairs the attacking agent's enemy armor by 2% once every second. And when on blue, it decreases the enemy's damage dealt by 8%. Once you have a full flag, enemies that die under the effect of all 3 debuffs create a 5-meter explosion, dealing damage equal to their total health and armor. The explosion's damage is reduced on named enemies' deaths. So you are getting the explosion, you're creating a 5-meter explosion from the True Patriot talent, and you're also creating an explosion from the Merciless talent. Once you have the 7 stacks and you have all 3 colors on the same enemy, you can create a double explosion increasing your weapon damage, amplifying your damage by 500%, and also creates an explosion that deals 500% weapon damage, consuming the stacks. So I'm sure you all can understand why we went to it, the sharpshooter specialization, and both the composure and brace talent, because we want this build to be at its maximum potential. The icing on the cake is the booster hive. We went to the booster hive. This is also going to increase our weapon handling. The booster hive delivers a stimulant to nearby allies that increases their weapon handling, hazard protection, and melee damage. As you can see, I don't use this skill a lot, so mine is finally going to be proficient at 10. We have the swarm control duration, we have the steel NS range, and we have steam efficiency on this booster hive. For the secondary, we went with the chem launcher oxidizer. So the canister gas is going to damage the enemy armor, their skill process, and cause damage over time. So we have the smoke grenade to blind and confuse them, and we also have the canister to do damage to their armor over time. So that is going to make them vulnerable. Being blind and also under the effect of a canister, you are in good hands to take down as much as possible, because I'm trying as hard as possible to make this build work for a solo type of play, but it's most effective when you're playing in a group or playing with someone else. Because I was playing with my friend yesterday and we were just two, and I was just playing from behind in cover and taking enemies all the way. So both skills were very effective. The canister helped my weapon handling plus the 45% I'm getting from the chest piece. The canister and the weapon stability I was getting from the specialization weapon made everything to work as it is. In fact, I'll walk you. Let me show you. I normally don't do this, but let me show you what I was talking about. So we put this, make sure it's at 5, and then you see, while I'm in cover, I'm getting bonus armor from the specialization. And once I drop my hive, let's say I use his armor is already going. See how stable it is. So the reason so you can go for a headshot damage build on this very system, because you see, if you just roll in headshot damage, you can be as stable as it is. Look at that. That's 400k on the headshot damage. And we don't even have any headshot. We only have 2 headshot on the core attributes for the backpack and the chest piece. Just imagine if you have headshot damage rolled in on all of the pieces, from the mask, the gloves, the knee pad, you are still going to be able to play with this build. You see, the booster hive is not even active yet, and yet see how stable the weapon is. Let me put my booster hive. You see, we're doing 190k on the base damage, 210, we're going to 230. You see, you get 5. I think we're getting, let's see, crit damage. So we're getting 400. So we're doing 1.8 million per second. See that? That's crazy. Like, fuck, man. Fuck, that's crazy. If we put our Dizer, them, they're even dying very quickly. Like, So let's try. The weapon is killing too fast. Let's try. Oh, let's change the difficulty to elite. To named enemies. The video is getting too long already. Let's see if we can. You see, I'm trying to get the buff. You see, double. That was a double explosion. See, we got 2 explosions. You see, that's what I was talking about for the double explosion. So this build it's more like a fun build because I'm really playing with more like a fun type of play. So we get 157k on the weapon damage. See, for the binary, these are the talent: binary trigger, perfect strained, binary trigger for the rifle, perfectly strained, perfect strained for the SMG, perfect unwavering for the pistols, and the 50 BMG rounds for the specialization sniper rifle. Base damage 157k, crit chance 56, crit damage 112, headshot damage 115, ammo damage none. Reload speed 1.9. As you can see, we got very quick reload speed. See, the enemy is not even dead, but the explosion has already started. That explosion was supposed to give me an increase in weapon damage. You see that weapon damage? 917k. Fuck. That's crazy, man. That's wild. Whoa. Oh, fuck. That's 900k. So that's the build, guys. I hope you guys enjoy playing with this build.